So you want to see how I unboxed my Mira 5 laser? All right then, let's do it. Hey maker, Emily here, otherwise known as That Mom with a Laser. And it's on this channel where I do my best to simplify what it's like to operate a business with a CO2 laser. As you can see, I recently added to my fleet, and if you want to know why, then make sure to catch this video here. Otherwise, you're here to unbox a Mira 5 with me. So are you ready? Let's go. Now, unlike most customers, I do have the added benefit of living close enough to my laser company that I can actually drive up there and pick up my laser in order to save on shipping costs. So that's exactly what I did. I woke up really early in the morning, 5 a.m., got my kids ready, dropped them off at school, and then made my way on over to Aeon Laser USA headquarters in Melbourne, Florida. While I was there, I figured I might as well kill two birds with one stone, and so I went ahead and I wore my brand ambassador hat for a little bit. I made some content, and then once I was done, they kindly used their forklifts to carry the Mira 5 down into my minivan. I also got the stand, and now they come already assembled, so they went ahead and put that in my minivan too. Once everything was nice and secure, I went ahead and made my way back home. The stand was light enough for me, so I went ahead and I carried it into the house, and I made sure to place it where basically my laser's forever home is going to be. I want whoever's carrying that laser inside to know exactly where it's gonna go. So here are some of my first impressions once I set the stand in my room. Okay, so here is the Mira 5 stand. And I am going to flip it around. This is something that I kind of created as a trend from my first video where I said I didn't like that the stands didn't have storage, but we found that, or I didn't find, a lot of users found that if you just flip it around, you still get the support that you need, but you can store stuff underneath. So this is how I'm gonna place it here. So you can see how the Mira 5 stand is a little taller than the Mira 7 stand, and I'm assuming obviously it's a smaller laser, but then I can still have it at my level here. So we're gonna bring in the laser soon.
We're taking all the extra time to make sure you get acquainted with your machine.
All right, so now that I have the stand where I need it, I figured, you know what, I'm gonna take a moment before the movers come, AKA our buddies that are gonna help us lift it, and watch the videos on the Aeon Laser USA YouTube channel. They have really well done, well-edited videos that show you everything about the unboxing process, what you need to keep in mind, what you need to consider, and how to safely decrate your laser if it came in a crate and unpackage it. I've decided I'm going to take off the plastic and open it up and take off any of the bits inside for when we move it. And so I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. Once I was done removing the packaging, then I went ahead and opened up the laser lid and removed all of the extra parts that are sent with the laser. So you're gonna find a little plastic container like this one that has your USB and other cords, the exhaust hose, laser glasses. There's an extra spigot in here that's specific to the Mira 5, and the honeycomb tray. So I'm just gonna remove those so that obviously I don't want these things moving around when the guys come to move the laser for me. I also opted to remove the USB that was on the side of the Mira 5. I just don't want it to get bent or damaged in the moving process. I also chose to tape down the lid once I was done removing all of the inside parts, just to keep it from moving around as the laser was being transported from the van to my craft space. And then our friends came and helped us move it. And, you know, thankfully the Mira 5, I mean, it's heavy, but it's not as heavy as my Mira 7 was. So this was much easier to transport. So we just used a dolly. The guys, you know, raised it out of the minivan, put it on the dolly, and then we just rolled it over into the house and ultimately into my room.
Keep an eye on that thing coming out.
Then we we just moved it into the room. Now, we did hope that it would fit through the single door without having to tilt it, but that wasn't the case. So we did have to tilt it a little bit, and that's totally okay. That is one of the nice things about the Mira series, is that it's all modular and you can turn it on its side if you need to get it through a single door.
Everybody good? Everybody good? Yeah. We're back.
And then we put it on top of the stand. Now, I will say this, I forgot to lock the wheels on the stand, and if you watch the Aeon unboxing video, they do tell you to do that. So it wasn't a big deal, but now that I look back at this video, I'm like, oh, I probably should have locked the wheel. I'm holding it steady as best as I can at this wheel. Okay, you got it.
Yep.
You got it.
George in? I don't know.
Yes, everybody's in.
We're done.
Once it was in place, I made sure to inspect the tube, just like they show us to do in the Aeon USA video.
Now, this experience was way different than when I got my Mira 7 way back when. I mean, for one, this isn't my first rodeo, right? So my anxiety was way more controlled. When I got my first laser, I had such high anxiety, it was like everywhere. I was excited, I was scared, I was nervous, I was hopeful, I was all the things, and I felt all the things. Two, it's a lot lighter. So the Mira 5 weighs, I want to say 265 pounds, whereas the Mira 7 weighs almost 400. So just knowing that it was lighter was already something that just eased my nerves, right? And three, the stand already came assembled, so it was just one less thing I had to do. So at this point in the video, you're probably wondering, well, how do I set up the laser, right? I still have more to do. I'm not done, unfortunately. I still have to set up the exhaust system. With my Mira 7, I vent out the window, but now I'm gonna be using a fume extractor, so I have to go ahead and set that up. I need to fill the chiller. Then I have to check alignment. And once all of that's done, then I can finally connect Lightburn and hopefully run my first job. That's why your next step in this video is to make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell button so that you get notifications as soon as I have those videos ready. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys here soon over at That Mom with a Laser.